Hi, and welcome to the video tutorial on how to write a chapter summary. Let's begin. All right, well, the first step to writing a summary is to keep this task in mind just before you read the chapter. So you kind of have to have an active reading. You know that you need to do something with this information, so you really need to be attentive to what it is you're reading. While you're reading the chapter, you should definitely keep in mind the tone or the feeling of the chapter. Is it an exciting chapter full of events? Is it a chapter where the author is more describing what's the setting of the story? And you also want to pick out the central event. The central event causes a lot of other changes into your story. It causes your story to continue. After you're done reading this chapter, you need to go back into your chapter and look for clarifications. Because, see, you read the chapter and you remember the central event, but you have to go back and look for clarifications or important details, like remembering the names of places and characters, maybe even what they look like and how they react to things. So after you've done reading the chapter and keeping in mind this information, you're ready to actually write a chapter summary. Sentence number 1 in your paragraph should always be your main event. The main event needs to be in a clear sentence right at the beginning. After that, you add the bulk of the chapter, really what exactly is going on. So you're talking about who is in that chapter, what exactly happened, where, how, when this is all occurring. And one small thing that you also want to keep in mind is that when you're answering these questions, you need to be paraphrasing. You should never ever have either direct quotations. You should never use the words of the text to explain what's going on. You should really only use your words. Okay? And in total, this paragraph should have sentence number 1, your main event, and then you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 sentences at the very minimum in this chapter. Your last sentence should really help others understand. You're really trying to take your understanding of this chapter just a little bit further. You should think about including the consequence of this main event on your main character. Is your main character changing? Are these changes positive or negative? How are the other characters reacting to what's going on? So, with these 4 steps, you should be able to put together a very good chapter summary. So your main event at the beginning of the chapter, then you have the bulk, all the who, what, where, how, and when, and then your last sentence is the consequence on the main character, positive, negative changes, and your character's reactions. So this should really help you put together a strong chapter summary without writing too much information that will take away from your reader's understanding. Thank you so much. See you next time.